gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's Manny Pacquiao. It's the Pac-Man making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction, an absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport. And he'll be facing Sebastian Fundora, fighting out of Coachella, California, ranked as the best active light middleweight by the Ring magazine.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing the renowned boxing family from Coachella, California in the United States, here is a unified super welterweight champion of the world, the towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. The jab not finding its target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on us.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. He misses with that straight left. And he scores with the count. And down goes the towering Inferno. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
On to the second round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
This with that jab. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with...
On to the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Jab slightly off target. How about that time counter shot? This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. The courage on display here is incredible. You know the scorecards are gonna be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Fundora just got rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Only catching air with that hook. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the uppercut but misses. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. That jab doesn't score. They block the left there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, time for the 5th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He misses with that straight left. Misses with the straight left. Catch and shoot. The stamina is off the charts. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched.
And Manny goes down. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Good counter punching. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor. Let's start the 6th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Misses with the straight left. He misses with that straight left. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And the towering inferno burns to the canvas. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Come to me.
Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back.
Round 7, here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Misses with the straight left. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Just missed with that hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A perfect counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Misses with the straight left. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Don't skip the jab.
Okay, now you're switching off. Now listen, kid, I need...
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheat...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, Sebastian Fundora is hurt. How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Fundora just got rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Every time, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
You let him back into the fight that round.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can...
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you all right? Are you okay?
So the referee says, fight on. Nice counter. Misses with the straight left. And down goes the towering Inferno. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.